All right, this is 8.1 notes. We are talking about volumes of cylinders. This whole chapter 8 is about volume and also similar solids. So we're going to talk about volumes of cylinders, cones, spheres, and then surface area and volume in section 4. But today we're focusing on cylinders. So the volume of a cylinder is the product, which is multiplication, of the area of the base and the height of the cylinder. Okay, so you may see it as volume is equal to base times height. You'll see me refer to it sometimes as the area of the base plus the height. And you could also see it, if it's a cylinder, pi r squared, because that's the area of a circle, times the height. So those are the 3 different ways that you could see this written. Example 1, first thing I always want you to do is write the formula. Okay, so volume is equal to the area of the base times the height, which in this case the base is pi r squared, which is a circle, times the height. Okay, so this is equal to pi times radius squared, go back, which is 3 squared, times the height, which is 6. So always, always, always use 3.14 for pi. So if I do 3.14 times 3 squared is 9, times 6, I get 169.56 meters cubed. Volume is always in meters cubed. Next one. This one, it gives me the volume and it gives me the diameter, and now I need to find the height. Okay, but remember, volume is equal to the area of the base times the height, which is pi r squared times height. In this case, I know the volume, which is 314, equals pi radius squared times the height. Okay, I know pi is 3.14. I don't know my radius, but I do know my diameter. My diameter is 10, which makes my radius 5. Okay, so this is 3.14 times 5 squared times h. In my calculator, I'm doing 3.14 times 5 squared. I get 78.5. H equals 314. And then to solve for h, divide both sides by 78.5. Oops, 78.5. And if I get 314 divided by 78.5, I get my height is equal to 4. And in this case, it's inches. All right, on your own, try 1 and 2, pause this, do these 2 problems. When you're ready, hit play, and you can check your answers. All right, this one is volume equals pi r squared times the height. So volume is equal to pi times radius squared, which is 4 squared, times the height of 15. So in my calculator, I'm punching in 3.14 times 4 squared times 15. And you get a volume is equal to 753.6 feet cubed. Next one, I give you the volume. So if volume is equal to pi r squared h, my volume is 176 is equal to pi. It gives you the diameter is equal to 8, which makes the radius equal to 4. So pi times 4 squared times h. Okay, it looks very similar to this problem we just did. So if I evaluate this, if I do pi times 4 squared in my calculator, I get 50.24. And then to solve for h, you have to divide both sides by 50.24. And you get h is equal to maybe I did something wrong. Or I didn't. You have to round this answer to the nearest tenth. So in my calculator, I got 3.503184, blah, blah, blah. So this is approximately, do your approximate equal sign, 3.5, and my unit is centimeters. Number 3, how much salsa is missing from the jar? All right, the way I want you to do this problem is we do need to find the volume of this cylinder. Okay, but we know that there's 4 centimeters of height of salsa, and the whole jar is 10 centimeters. So the biggest thing you need to take away from this problem is the part that is missing. The height is 6 centimeters. Okay, so when we're calculating this, volume is equal to pi r squared times the height. And volume is equal to pi times 5 squared times the height, which is 6. And when plugging this into my calculator, 3.14 times 5 squared times 6 is equal to 471 centimeters cubed of salsa is missing. Another way you could have done this problem is find the volume with a height of 10 and then subtract finding the volume with a height of 4, and that will give you the same answer. Next problem, about how many gallons, that's the key word here, of water does the water cooler bottle contain? Okay, the key thing here is 1 foot cubed equals approximately 7.5 gallons. Okay, so the way we're going to go about this problem is we are going to first calculate the volume of the gallon. Okay, so the diameter is 1 foot, which means the radius is 0.5 feet. Okay, and the height is 1.7. So calculating this, volume is equal to pi r squared h. So volume is equal to pi times 0.5 squared times 1.7. And that in my calculator is 1.3345 if you use pi, or excuse me, use the pi button. Or excuse me, don't use the pi button, you're using 3.14. So 1.3345, that's my volume. Okay, so it's asking you, this bottle contains 1.3345 cubic feet of water. Okay, so now I'm trying to find how many gallons. Okay, so then you just need to multiply that by, or we need to set up a conversion. So if 13345 feet cubed of water, and then we need to multiply it by our conversion of 1 cubic foot is equal to 7.5 gallons. Okay, so if you picture this as over 1, these are going to cancel out, and you need to multiply 1.3345 by 7.5, and you get approximately, and we're going to round here, approximately 10 gallons of water. All right, last one, last on your own, a cylindrical water tower. Okay, and if you're drawing a cylinder, you just start with a circle, and then the bottom edges dashed or curved, and then you can dash to show the dimensions. A cylindrical water tower has a diameter of 15 and a height of 5. About how many gallons of water can the tower contain? So the first thing you need to do is find the volume. So this is meters in meters. So volume equals pi r squared h. Volume equals pi. The radius is 7.5 squared. The height is 5. So in my calculator, I get 883.125 as my volume. And this is meters cubed. Okay, but that's not what I asked. I asked how many gallons of water. So 1 meter cubed is equal to approximately 264 gallons. So same thing here, I have to set up my conversions. And I'm going to multiply this and say 264 gallons equals 1 meter cubed. This goes away and I just multiply across 883.125 times 264. And that gives me 233,145 gallons. And once again, that is an approximate estimation. And I think that's it. We'll see you later.